Hi, y'all. Jennifer Leday here with quick tips for women who want to live and lead by choice, not by chance. Well, it's that time of year again where graduation caps are flying, parents are fighting back tears, and Target is trying to figure out what season are we in. Is it graduation, Father's Day, 4th of July? And the answer is yes. It's all of those things and more. Heck, even the Vatican, we've got a brand new pope who, for the first time ever, is American. So I would suffice it to say that fresh starts are in the air. I don't know what transition you might be going through, but everybody I talk to seems to be kind of asking themselves the same question, like, what chapter am I closing and what chapter am I choosing to start next? Because, the fact is that life and leadership are all about transitions. Some of those transitions and changes are going to be big and bold. Like I have family members who are moving across the country. That's a big deal. Okay. Some are going to be like, should I? Is it time to retire? Not so much because you're done, but because you're ready to refire and evolve into something else. Or maybe it's a choice that's more subtle. Maybe is it time to bring in a new hire to the team? Or maybe it's time to adjust my leadership style just a little bit and maybe delegate something that I've been holding on to with like a death grip. Okay. So those choices at every stage of the game, we're going to be faced with choices. And they say first we make our choices and then our choices make us. Because those choices that we make are going to change and shape who we become and how we lead. I've made some choices that have changed the trajectory of my life. Dramatic much? Yeah, I know. Well, I'll never forget when we made the decision to move back to our hometown. We had two kids in tow and one on the way. I had made the decision to quit my job and stay home with the little rugrats, which is something I had never done except for maternity leave. So this was a pretty big deal. And I remember that first morning after the move, the hubs grabbed his coffee, kissed me goodbye, and headed out the door to work. And that is when it hit me. I was literally barefoot, pregnant, and in the kitchen. Uh-huh. And I'm thinking, what did I just do? What did I just do? Because, that one somewhat terrifying choice led to another and then another. I started doing consulting work because, fun fact, I make a terrible employee because I need to be in complete control of my schedule. So now inquiring minds who wanted to know, now they know. So consulting led to more certifications, which led to professional speaking, led to facilitation and one-on-one group and team coaching, and as well as private coaching. So it was all one step at a time. But those choices, in each choice, I followed my gut and my heart, which for me is synonymous with God. We all have to do what feels right for us. Now, none of those choices were especially easy or comfortable. No, in fact, change is rarely comfortable or easy, at least not until we get on our feet a little bit and we get our balance. Lately, I've been reminding myself and my clients that just because this is the way we've always done it doesn't necessarily mean that's the way we need to do it forever. Okay. We need to be open to change and growth. And in fact, not only do we need to be open to it, we should be constantly growing, changing, learning, and evolving. So sometimes that's going to mean shifting your own leadership style. Sometimes it means creating space for something new. Sometimes it means retiring, like I said earlier. Sometimes it means pivoting. But when you really take the time to make those choices, you need to be conscious of the fact that the choices are going to make you. So here's a couple of things for you to think about. I want you to ask yourself, what's one choice I can make this week that aligns more with who I want to be than who I've been? Does that mean I'm going to choose to bake in some white space into my schedule so I can have some rest, some downtime. Maybe it's actually planning a vacation or some summer activities so that I can recharge my batteries. Maybe it's delegating that thing you've been hanging on to for way too long. Maybe it's stopping trying to be the captain of the universe and actually allowing others to help you. Maybe it's exploring that new opportunity, that new role, that new job, that new something that's been catching your eye. Or maybe it's walking away from something good so that you can make room for something better. See, leadership isn't just about making choices for today. It's not just about for today. It's about intentionally shaping tomorrow. And look, we don't know where these choices will lead us or this path will lead us, but we want to feel in alignment with where we're drawn to go. If it feels out of sync, then it probably is, and it's probably not a good choice. Have a good gut check, a good heart check. If you're a praying person, that's my go-to. I pray and ask for guidance and direction, and I really often just want a big, giant billboard sign. Haven't gotten it yet, but there's always hope. Okay, so it always is going to start with one choice. Now, if you're entering a new season personally or professionally, and you feel like you're the conductor of the Hot Mess Express, rest assured you're in good company. Sometimes we all need just a grown-up permission slip to make those choices. We need to delegate, promote, retire, or pivot. And sometimes you just need someone to bounce these ideas around with. So if you personally, you professionally, or your team needs a guide on the side, you feel like you want a fresh perspective, hey, I'm just an email away or a call away. So y'all, I'd love to hear what resonated with you. Please connect with me on social, on LinkedIn and X. It's Jennifer H. Leday. Same thing on YouTube. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to, if you're planning an event, a women's conference or a women's event or a team event, I'm your gal. Reach out. Let's get a complimentary discovery call on the calendar. Go to jenniferledet.com. And remember, Ledet is Ledet. Until next time, y'all, remember to live and lead by choice, not by chance.